tired of banging on the same guys?
No, not yet. Still having fun doing it. We're getting better each day, and the defense keeps bringing new stuff that I'm excited for every day and gets me better as a center.
Okay, is that a mental thing then, to just, because you're practicing against the same guys, it's the same guys you hit for 3 weeks, do you have to mentally challenge that so you don't get bored or just don't get tired of doing it?
Yeah, you got to bring the same intensity every day and try to top it off top it each day. And defense has some good guys on there that make it hard each day, and so we just try to be better than them every day.
How do you do that?
Starts with just our approach, just making sure we're intense and intentional with what we're trying to do and accomplish, and then just bringing the juice. That's what we've been focused on, just trying to be as energetic and dominate them as much as possible.
So when you talk about, some days are more physical than other days, like yesterday you didn't really have a physical thing. As a football player, how do you work when you know you're not going to be as physical one day as you are the next, but give the same intensity, give the same effort?
So if we're doing an off day where we're not doing any sort of physical practice, then that's about taking care of your body, getting the right nutrition in, kind of focusing on getting some weight back that you might have lost throughout the week, getting in the training room, taking care of the bumps and bruises. If it's more of a helmet practice where it's still a practice but not as full go as when you're in full pads, then that's a lot about using your hands and proper technique, just making sure you're getting the most out of the reps mentally and with what you can do physically.
So you can always learn something.
Always.
What do you want to see before the scrimmage on Sunday?
I'd like to see us kind of cinch up a few things on O. We left some meat on the bone today that I think we could have capitalized in the red zone a little bit. But come Sunday, I'd like to just be firing on all cylinders, making sure we're ready to go for Monmouth.
You mentioned the meat off the bone there, but then Coach said he felt like you guys could take an extra step in practice today, even more so. Is there an extra sense of pride, you being a senior coming out here on the red, when you guys switch over from the practice field to the red and kind of get the rest of the team kind of, hey, this is where we're going to be playing games, we should practice that way?
Absolutely, yeah. We start on the grass, that way when we get to the red, it's that step that you're kind of talking about. And we had this past Sunday, we had a couple live periods, and we started off a little lackluster, but then we got it going. I think just being out on the red, it was at first kind of just people weren't fully going, but once you get into it, you realize this is where we're going to be on Saturdays. This we need to bring that level of intensity when we're out here.
You practice it, and you're maybe used to it a little bit, but what's it like having maybe 3 different quarterbacks that could kind of cycle in at any moment with Jared, Mike, and Keikoa, and being a center, in the middle of that?
So it's just about making sure that they're all good with my snapping. Some of them are more comfortable than others with my snaps, and it's about who's ever in there. I got to make sure that I'm dialed with them and just getting the ball back there, because that's the first thing and the most important thing, getting the play started. But I love being able to run with 3 different quarterbacks. It's hard for a defense to handle all that. We're never worried about one guy because we always got 2 other guys that can step in and rise to the occasion no matter what.
They still have a 6'6" quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Just the height.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Thank you so much.
Good.